Okay, let's start from Diksha. Diksha is there. Aritra, please introduce yourself to everyone.
Yeah, hello everyone. I am Oritra Mukherjee. I am from Kolkata. Right now I am pursuing a course on BBA in entrepreneurship from ILIT College. And after my graduation, I would like to start my own company. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Diptanshu.
Hello everyone. So this is Jiptanshu Samanta. I'm currently pursuing BTech from KIT University and I recently joined LWK as the Chief Marketing Officer.
Thank you. Mr. Hari.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Hari Kutti. I am currently in Mumbai working with NCI, National Chromatography, into product development manager as a product development manager for HPLC columns and consumables.
Okay, thank you. Preeti.
Good evening, everyone. I am Preeti Agarwal, pursuing BMS Media Science from ILIT College, and now recently working with LWT as an operation manager. Thank you.
Thank you. Naman, you just got connected, disconnected. No. Atul sir, please, small introduction.
Namaste everyone. I'm Atul Kumar. I just jumped out of a what do you call the latest sensation clubhouse so that I can join the GD at 10 group too. Into entrepreneurship, startups, non-profits and stuff like that.
Okay, thank you. Naman, please can you introduce yourself to everyone?
Hi everyone, my name is Naman Shamsuka. I'm pursuing my ACCA based in Calcutta. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Diksha, are you back or probably no? Okay, please introduce.
I'm Diksha and I'm from Calcutta, currently pursuing BCom honors. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think some of us saw the video of Byju's. So we saw that Baiju was initially working somewhere and he taught part time to people, and then slowly started the company online e-learning, and now it's a 10 billion plus valuation company. So first thing to understand is, so Baiju is basically what they do is, I mean, till few months back at least, what they did was they have recorded sessions, with some explanatory material, etc., and they were able to sell that at a premium price to people, and that's how they kept on making money and acquiring users. And because of that, there were investors who came, and ultimately, the valuation is close to 10 billion. So Naman, what do you think? I mean, ये पूरे कहानी में, do you see any problem?
Well, obviously the devil lies in the details. और जो वैल्यूएशन है वो भी लाइक बहुत ज़्यादा ओवर वैल्यूड है कंपैरेटिवली. आई वुड से अराउंड $5 billion का वैल्यूएशन होना चाहिए था. और एक मिनट.
You're not audible, Naman. Great. Okay, let's maybe hear from Mr. Hari. So Mr. Hari, आपको क्या लगता है 10 बिलियन लाइक कंपनी है या नहीं है?
जी विशाल जी, मैं थोड़ा आई वाज लिसनिंग टू समथिंग एल्स. आप रिपीट करेंगे क्वेश्चन?
क्वेश्चन ये है कि बायजूस 10 बिलियन वैल्यूएशन पे है अभी अराउंड. So is it worth 10 billion or do you think it's overvalued?
Actually, frankly speaking, टेक स्टार्टअप के बारे में मुझे इतना आइडिया नहीं है. How they are managing their profits and how they are showing the profits. So if it had been an
पहला बार ऐसा सुन के कैसा लगता है? 10 बिलियन की कंपनी है बायजूस. Do you see, I mean, is that a good sign, bad sign or neutral?
Mm, no, it's neutral for me as such.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
yeah, as such.
ठीक है. I think
Uh,
Naman
yeah,
will add probably. Yes, Naman.
yes.
Yeah, so I do think so that the company is very much overvalued, even though they have a revenue of $1.1 billion, and I think it would be around $5 billion if you say, but I think $10 billion is probably overvalued for an edtech startup. The second thing is like they have raised money, so much money of the investors. They have the trust of the investors, but the thing is, Byju's, it will be very hard to sustain in the education system. Not only in India, if they want to, expand it globally, they will have to, work 2 times harder to sustain there, as well as in India, because the competitive rate is growing very much in the edtech sector. And the second thing is they have raised so much of money, so there is a slight thing like if they lose or if they are not able to stabilize themselves, so they would be in a big trouble. And that's the thing, they are doing on deals and deals, they are doing on mergers and mergers. Right now they acquired Akash institution, which has been known for like almost 30 years in the making. They have acquired for $1 million. They have acquired Whitehead Junior, which is one of the unethical companies, I would say. And also there are many things like Baiju's work culture is also comparable to an investment banking firm. It's like that serious, especially the sales and sales department in Byju's. And the second thing is in the Byju's thing, mostly the education department, whichever what they said, the education department is a very small department consisting of around just 50 to 100 people. But most of the people who are there, they are salesmen or they are business development people or marketing people, I would say. We
Okay.
can easily find the data on the LinkedIn, right?
Sure. Okay. So, Aritra, what do you think about Byju's? I mean, have you used or you know anyone who has used Byju's, or any opinion that you have?
Sir, I think
Yes.
the 10 billion all over India. Yes, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Please.
Because it is providing worldwide education not only in India but also over the world. And I also agree with Naman that Baiju's work culture is not so good, and it is focusing more on sales than providing quality, because they used to pressure a lot of salespeople to get more sales.
Mm-hmm.
They are more
So, you
sales
think this
focused.
pressure is not good on salespeople? Put
No,
pressure on
no, it is not
salespeople
good,
is not
because
good.
in that case it could become like Whitehead Junior also.
Okay. No, but what's wrong with putting pressure on employees?
Because you see, sometimes if you put pressure on employees, if you have to put pressure on employee, that means that the customer are not willing to buy your product, but still you're pressurizing the salespeople to pressurize the customer to buy the product. So in that case, I guess you have a
Mm-hmm.
product problem.
Okay. Okay, sure. हरी
So,
जी, आपको क्या लगता है इस पे सेल्स के बारे में? Do sales people need to be pressurized, or they should be left at their own will?
प्रेशर तो आई थिंक सेल्स में हमेशा होता ही है. But thing is, I one of my roommate was working in Byju's while I was staying in Bangalore. So I he used to like tell me like the pressure is incredible for sales as well as for the what we say that teachers or tutors, and even for there is something called as relationship manager type of thing. So they are they do take online tuitions, and they do have to convince the parents as well while taking admission. So the salespeople or the team will bring the lead, and they need to convince the lead as well as they need to convert it. So after converting, they need to teach that student. So maybe as per whatever the assignment is, as per that. And pressurizing is, I won't agree like it is correct. Pressure should be very it should be just to make the uh, people work. Like when you feel it's slowing down, just to motivate them or to charge them up, you can put some pressure. But too much of pressure will not work, and you won't be getting the correct results output with pressure. So I think it's incorrect if you pressurize way beyond, because as I said, it is required only to some small extent and at times, not all the times. Because if you do it all the time, then it is going in the wrong direction.
Correct. Then the person will become immune to the pressure probably.
Immune, and apart from that, there will be no fund for the startup or the company, because you have to put all the efforts in pressurizing the salesperson, and there will be no
Probably
fun
hiring firing will be so often that
Yes,
a lot of money will be just burned in
yes,
this recruitment.
right.
True. Okay, Diksha, what do you think about this pressure on employees by a company? Do you think there should be no pressure? Do you think there should be pressure, or what should be the balance? How and when?
सर आई थिंक सेल्स का काम ही यही होता है कि दे नीड टू डू देयर जॉब प्रॉपर्ली कन्विंस पीपल कि प्रोडक्ट का सेल्स अच्छा हो बट ऑब्वियसली फर्स्ट थिंग शुड बी प्रोडक्ट कि प्रोडक्ट इतना अच्छा होना चाहिए कि customers directly attract हो जाए and the sales people do not need to pressurize the customers to buy it or use their services. But I think pressure is required and balance होना जरूरी है. Product पे भी पूरा विश्वास होना चाहिए कि this product is actually the like really good and इसमें कोई problem नहीं होगा. And in that sense, I think balance होने से कोई भी company flourish कर सकता है. And also revenue नहीं तो कैसे आएगा? अगर sales नहीं होगा तो revenue कैसे आएगा? So in that sense, I think balance होना जरूरी है.
Correct. So, do you think because of this pressure only the company has actually reached the valuation it has reached now, or there were other contributions also? Because that sales driven and the pressure that is developed by the senior management to the, it's a junior management to the sales people or business development people etc. ये प्रेशर अगर हटा देते या कम कर देंगे so their revenue will probably go down or go up or stay same. Naman, what do you think about this? I mean, pressure नहीं रहेगा या कम हो जाएगा, revenue कम होगा या बढ़ जाएगा?
सो मेरे हिसाब से ये चीज़ है यहाँ पे बहुत जन अभी इस ग्रुप डिस्कशन में मेंबर्स लोग ने बोले कि प्रोडक्ट अच्छा नहीं है, वो नहीं है. Product is very good. The problem is because India is a very price sensitive market, the price is very high. Nobody wants to buy. But if any parent wants to buy that product, they will negotiate with the salesman. And let me explain in a brief manner, like how this sales process of Byju's starts. So first, you enroll in the app. You take means you just need you downloaded your app. You gave your phone number in that. You gave your details. You use that app. There's a free app in of Byju's. There's a separate app that is premium app, and there's a free app. In free app, every content is free. You can watch unlimited times, any time, anywhere. And the premium app, you have to pay. You have a subscription fee of Byju's, 99,000 or something like that. So you have to pay to them to use that app. So the thing is, first, like you give your data, you give your details to the Byju's app. The Byju's app will have a process. They will forward your number to the salesman. The salesman will call you. First, they will ask you like in which class you are in. They will take your little bit details, and then they will try to play with your brain. Like I wanted to know about what quality videos were there in Byju's app. So I installed it a few days ago, and then I get a call. He asked me like which class you are in. I just said because I was enrolled in the class 12 thing, so I just said I'm in class 12. And then he started like, you have only few months. You have to say, will I book an admission counselor? He will explain you how to do. And then when you say that yes, I'm very much interested. My parents are free. They will also ask like what your parents do. They do a background check like that, like what your parents do, what your mother's profession is. So they will ask like that questions in a very twisted manner, and then you will answer probably, and then they will say that this is a sales process, obviously. Like they will say this is only one period offer, this is the last offer, this is last, we have only 10 slots there, and then an academic counselor will come to you. Okay, that academic counselor is not an academic counselor but a salesman. Okay, then they will convince the parents that this is this, that. They will explain about the product, and when you purchase that product, yeah, you will not get that customer experience you just had in the sales process. The customer service is very bad. If they if your product, if they say that this is a trial, we will refund your money, but if then the child says that I don't like this app, I don't want to study, and when you will ask for the refund, they will not refund your money. They will just hang up the call. So this is also one thing, I think, the customer experience, the first of all, which is affecting Byju's. The second thing is obviously the culture matters, obviously, because performance is always based on your company's culture, the company's performance. And the second thing and third thing is the price, right? Why an academy is successful so much? Because subscription costs just 500 rupees per month, right? So that's the level you have to take in order to level up the game.
Okay. ठीक है. So I think what you are saying is India is price sensitive market, one thing. uh, Product market fit is one thing. Probably it's a price market fit is the better word to say, क्योंकि इंडिया में शायद जहर भी बिक जाए अगर प्राइस सही है तो. And by sahi price I mean, like something can be 1 rupee also, 100 rupee also, or 1000 rupee or 10,000. I mean, depending on the person to person. I mean, not everyone will have same kind of paying capacity, but if it's within their paying capacity and within their convincing, etc., people will probably buy. So, Aritra, what do you think? I mean, ye Byju's is so expensive and all, still they are valued at such a level, and with all those incredible pressure, they are still able to survive. So, with all the wrong things also, they actually externally seem to do all the correct things. So where is this equation mismatching?
What you said is true. Sometimes maybe because of the pressure of from the salespeople, Byju's has its net worth has increased. But what I think that if the company continues to go in this way, then in future it may face problem. Because if your product is not up to the mark, but still you are making more sales just through brainwashing the customer, then in short term you may earn profit, but in long term, if there is another company that is better than you, that is offering better product, then you may face competition.
Okay. Hariji, what's your take on this sales strategy? I mean, overselling or maybe over marketing. थोड़ा सा,
I
I
guess
guess
So
everything
ये
should
तो
be balanced.
I feel I feel there is some few points that need to be looked upon. I think the education system itself is now becoming too much of commercialized, and
I
the
guess it
tuition.
was always commercialized. We just know
Yes,
it now.
so it's always commercialized, but earlier at least it was not that costly, and that fees and all. But now even small kids fees will, you can see around 1 lakh rupees per year for a student studying in as low as first grade or second class. Even there are schools, they charge 1 lakh rupees per year, 2 lakh rupees per year. So it is totally commercialization. And people like Baiju Ravindran, he has a vision, and I think they just realized this thing. He correctly analyzed the market, and he encashed this opportunity. So if you compare the price or whatever things are there, in a school. So if you pay 1 lakh rupees for your child education in school, and Byju's charges you hardly like 9,000 rupees or 10,000 or 15,000 for a subject for tuition. So it is much lower or much cheaper as compared to what the school is taking. And the earning per capita income of people in Bangalore is very high because of IT. And these apps are mainly used in this metros only, major metros, Mumbai, Bangalore, because life is very fast, life is very hectic, and parents are worried whether to send their students for tuition classes. They cannot monitor whether he's studying or not. So rather, they would be thinking, I'll keep my student at my home, keep my child at home, and let him learn online. So if there is any IS class or he wants to learn for IIT, so let him learn online. So why to send him for classes? Because unnecessarily traffic and traveling time is too much high. So this is considering all these things. I think the product that they have, even that is of good quality. Because if the product itself is bad, then it cannot be making a profit of 20 crore, right?
Correct.
So, and they have been acquiring other tech startups. So it is not possible for a company having a bad product to sustain so long and
And acquire
apart
so many companies.
acquire other companies as well. So this is really not, we cannot, no one can say like they have a bad product. They do have a very good product. That's why they are in market, and that's why they are acquiring other tech startups. And still on the long run, they can survive unless and until there is some compliance brought in by government or any other authority can who will be monitoring such type of things. So that is all. And sales
Yeah.
part, yeah, definitely they are having more salespeople, and that is bit like uh, I'm not sure about their business model, but I think most of the classes are one-to-one in Byju's.
Hey,
So,
so they have two kinds of
huh,
classes. One is a
huh,
tab based, in which they
okay.
sell a tab for 1 year, 2 year, and
Mm,
courses installed in it. Another
uh-huh.
one is they have just recently started live classes,
Live
Whitehead Junior
classes.
type, one on one, yeah,
Right,
one to,
right,
I think one on one only.
right.
So
So one-on-one
yeah, I mean that
attention
live
is
interaction
more.
is a separate story. It's a new thing. The Byju's
Mhm.
became more, I mean, bigger valuation, etc. More because of that tab-based education. Tab में install करके घर
So
पे पहुंचा
उसमें
दिए
भी
और
the
1 साल 2
content
साल का
will be
सब्सक्रिप्शन.
very good. The
Yeah,
content
yeah.
has
So
to be
like I
very
said,
good.
content
Hmm.
is engaging and things like that. Like
Hmm.
in my personal experience, my son is 9 years old almost.
Hmm.
So his Byju's people came and he was enjoying, and I
Hmm.
was okay. It was just
Hmm.
the price was too high, and I was that time, it was like 2 years ago. I just thought that it's just too much of online exposure for a small kid. So these two
Hmm.
reasons I didn't buy. एंड ये तो
Okay.
मतलब मेनली
Right.
मुझे दिखा कि प्राइस थोड़ा ज़्यादा लगा मुझे,
Hmm.
और मुझे लगा कि इतना ऑनलाइन का भी ज़रूरत है नहीं.
Hmm.
एंड इट वाज मोर ऑफ अ रिकॉर्डेड एंड ऑल. आई एम मोर ऑफ अ पर्सन हु लाइक लाइव इंटरेक्शन, जैसे यहाँ भी कर रहे हैं हम लोग.
Hmm.
तो वो अगर होता तो आई
Hmm.
वुड हैव
Hmm.
प्रोबब्ली थॉट अबाउट साइनिंग अप आल्सो. सो वो चीज़ है. तो
Hmm.
ये है. तो इसमें एक क्वेश्चन, एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर टुडे. We have prices, overall all over India is the same price mostly for online products. एक phone online है, एक educational video online अगर है available with tab or whatever, the price is pretty much constant throughout India. तो do you guys think कि ये price थोड़ा सा, I mean, अगर merit कम means या कुछ, like let's say जो गरीब लोग हैं, या I mean not गरीब, I should say relatively कम पैसे वाले हैं या ज़्यादा पैसे वाले हैं, the product price should be different for demographics wise, or let's say financially, financial capability wise. अतुल सर, आपका क्या राय है इस बारे में? प्राइस
मेरा
थोड़ा
वही जो रिलायंस ने जियो के थ्रू जो स्ट्रैटेजी यूज किया, या बहुत सारे एग्जांपल अमेजन मतलब की सबका है कि प्राइस पॉइंट शुड बी केप्ट वेरी लो, ताकि आपके पास स्केल आ जाए। अगर बहुत लो है तो आपको पूरे भारत के या दुनिया के छोटे छोटे गांवों में भी आपका प्रोडक्ट रीच आउट हो गया और आपका कस्टमर एक्विजिशन बहुत आसान हो गया। once you have the once you have the base, काफी स्केल आ गया, then you can have different segments. मैं अभी एग्जांपल देता हूँ, मैं सक्सेसफुल नहीं हूँ, नॉन प्रॉफिट में ही हूँ, लेकिन यंग आंट्रप्रेन्योर्स नेटवर्क जैसे हमने बनाया, या आपने भी GDA10 में भी जो किया था यूज, तो हमने यंग आंट्रप्रेन्योर्स नेटवर्क के लिए टेलीग्राम ग्रुप, फेसबुक ग्रुप सब यूज किया, उसमें सैकड़ों हजारों मेंबर्स हैं। बट सस्टेन करने के लिए नॉन प्रॉफिट हो फॉर प्रॉफिट हो, फीस चाहिए होता है, रेवेन्यू चाहिए होता है। तो हमने एक अलग ग्रुप बनाया, यन प्रीमियम। तो यन प्रीमियम में केवल वही लोग हैं जो कि रजिस्टर्ड मेंबर्स हैं। तो सिमिलरली दैट्स ट्रू फॉर ऑल एडटेक स्टार्टअप के लिए स्पेशली, कि खान एकेडमी का एग्जांपल दुनिया जानती है, और भी कोर्सेरा के बहुत सारे कोर्सेज हैं, कि अपने प्रोडक्ट को, ब्रांड को यूनिवर्सली अवेलेबल और एक्सेसिबल बनाने के लिए स्टार्टिंग में एकदम लो प्राइस पॉइंट रखिए। 0 इज आल्सो गुड प्राइस पॉइंट, बट बाद में आप उसको अलग अलग सेगमेंट्स के लिए अलग प्राइसिंग कर सकते हैं। कुछ प्रीमियर लोगों के लिए आपको अलग सर्विसेज देना पड़ेगा कि आप एक्स्ट्रा पैसा दे रहे हैं, तो why you should pay that fees, and many people will be happy to pay that। जैसे कि ये GDA10 का अच्छा एग्जांपल है कि बहुत सारे लोगों ने बहुत नॉमिनल आपने चार्ज रखा था जब GDA10 पे, तो many people dropped out, but many over a period of time this other group grew up in scale। So I think that is a very good strategy in my opinion from a price point perspective।
फिर ये अच्छा स्ट्रैटेजी है कि प्राइस आप लो रखो, एंड इवन कुछ चीज़ें फ्री भी रखो। कुछ चीज़ें फ्री रख दो, कुछ 100 रुपये का रख दो, कुछ 1000 का, कुछ 10,000 का, कुछ लाख का, ताकि हर तरह के लोग आपके प्रोडक्ट में आ जाएं। और फ्री वाले प्रोडक्ट को तो कोई ट्राई कर ही ले, एटलीस्ट आपका ब्रांडिंग तो हो ही रहा है वहाँ पे। मतलब दैट मनी और वट एवर द कॉस्ट ऑफ दैट प्रोडक्ट कैन बी थॉट ऑफ एज मार्केटिंग एंड ब्रांडिंग कॉस्ट। Aritra, what do you, I mean, do you agree to this kind of like slabs of various prices?
Yes, sir, I totally agree.
Sure. Okay. Naman, do you have any comment on this? Like introducing few slabs and letting people choose कौन से slab में कौन fit होता है?
तो एक बात मैं बोलना चाहूँगा बायजूस के हिसाब से, अगर वो स्केलेबिलिटी अगर बढ़ाता है, वो सपोज फीस कम कर देता है, तो वो जितना अभी प्रॉफिट कमा रहा है उससे दुगना कमाएगा वो, because you are reaching more and more people, even though the fees is low, but the amount of customers who are using your product is very high। So obviously जो अभी जितना पेस है उससे दुगना वो कमाएगा। और दूसरी बात है ना कि बायजूस का जो चीज मैं बोलूंगा कि उसका जैसे बहुत हम लोग बहुत पॉजिटिविटी फैला हुआ है बायजूस का ब्रांड नेम के अंदर, बट इट्स ऑल्सो अ शेडी कंपनी, क्योंकि उसका जो ORM आजकल का एक और नया डिपार्टमेंट आ गया है इन द कंपनीज नोन एज ऑनलाइन रेपुटेशन मैनेजमेंट। तो इन लोग क्या करता है, दे सर्च फॉर एनी बैड रिव्यूज और वो सब, मतलब any bad thing about that company they will try and they will delete it, right? So ये चीज की वजह से ये एक बहुत बड़ा थ्रेट है to all the people who want to raise their voices against these types of companies। और एक और यही बात है कि दूसरी बात मेरा ये है कि इवन दो अगर आप बच्चे को टैब देते हैं, आई वुड से if he or she is below 13, I wouldn't recommend to expose them to that much of technology, even though it's very much, it's like a necessary evil. Nowadays technology is very much impacting our lives, but I wouldn't give them to people who are age below 13, because it creates a lot of distraction in their mind। और हम लोग को क्या होता है कि those people who do not know technology, those parents specifically who do not know technology, they can, मतलब children can, they can fake them, right? For example, अगर आप आप लैपटॉप में हैं, ठीक है, या टैबलेट में लेके रखे हैं, और जो बच्चा है वो देख रहा है, फेसबुक चला रहा है, लेकिन पापा को बोला है या मम्मी को बोला है कि हम पढ़ रहे हैं बायजूस ऐप में, तो दैट कैन ऑल्सो हैपन। सो मेनी थिंग्स, क्योंकि डिस्ट्रैक्शन, क्योंकि ऑनलाइन इफ यू से जो क्लासेस जाते हैं कंपेरेबल टू ऑनलाइन, ऑनलाइन इज studying online is much harder compared to going to classes. That's my point, because there's a lot of distraction on this online world. और अगर he is not self disciplined, और तब तक वो ऑनलाइन पढ़ नहीं पाएगा, चाहे जितना भी आप कोशिश कर लो। और जो जो बच्चे लोग होते हैं उन लोग का माइंड बहुत फ्यूजिटिव होता है, ये नहीं तो अगला दिन कुछ और, राइट। सो ये चीज की वजह से ऑनलाइन थिंग इज नॉट गुड एज ऑफ नाउ।
श्योर ये नहीं, ये तो आई थिंक हमेशा ही रहेगा। आई थिंक द डिस्ट्रैक्शंस विल ऑलवेज बी देयर। ऑफलाइन वर्ल्ड में भी अलग टाइप का डिस्ट्रैक्शन होता है, ऑनलाइन में अलग टाइप का डिस्ट्रैक्शन है। सो आई मीन वो अल्टीमेटली डिसिप्लिन, सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन पे ही आता है बहुत सारा चीज़। कि आपको पढ़ना है तो आप पढ़ ही लेंगे, और नहीं पढ़ना है तो आपको भगवान भी शायद ना पढ़ा पाए। तो कहानी तो है। ओके, सो वी आर आउट ऑफ टाइम फॉर टुडे, so thank you very much for coming. We'll join again tomorrow. Good night everyone.